First road trip on the Triumph. Good afternoon, lovely people. You join me. I'm on the road from kind of like Nantwich to Chester area, so I thought I'd just stop and do a bit of an intro. So bike is all packed up and I'm going on a road trip. It's Friday afternoon now. Lots of mishaps just to get here, which I'll tell you about in a bit, but I've ended up getting pretty stressed and pretty annoyed and all kinds of stuff. I'm having to keep a check on myself, but on the road, so I'd only been going like half an hour, so I thought I'd just stop and I'll tell you where I'm going in a bit. But I said on the last video I didn't know whether to camp or to do B&Bs. I've chosen to do B&Bs. I've got an absolutely crap back, and about, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago it was really quite bad. I managed to slip one disc, rupture another. It wasn't very pleasant, and this week my back has been giving me all types of warning signs that it's not very good. So I took the very sensible decision of not spending 2 nights on a blow-up mattress that thick. Thought I'll stay in a proper bed. So I haven't tested the bike with all the camping gear, but I've got quite a bit of gear on it, so I'll just show you what I've done with the bike. And it's it's far from ideal, but it's the first trip and I needed, so I've got the panniers on the back. I haven't had to put the tank bag on, and I've put the bag that used to be on the back of the Harley, and I thought I might have to have a bigger sissy bar for it to attach onto, but I've attached it on, and yeah, I mean, bloody hell, it's as secure as Fort Knox, but it's going to be about as difficult to get off as a tight t-shirt after you've had a bath in jelly. It's secure, put it that way. It's got 2 straps round the bottom which go round the sissy bar, then it's got 2 straps going over and in between the sissy bar, then it's got what is the like the, if you want to use it as a backpack, they then go round an anchor there. Then I've put 2 anchors to the panniers. That ain't going nowhere, but it's just going to be an absolute pain in the arse taking it off and putting it back on. But the only time I'm going to take it off is when I stop for the night, so that's not too bad. I've put on a new little I've had to get a new adapter for the electrical point and a new phone mount. Don't ask me what make that phone mount is, I just found it on Amazon and it fits absolutely bob on. And then you'll recognise, if you've watched other videos, that little bag that used to sit on the handlebars of the Harley. It went there just for one reason, not to be like dead handy. When I run out of GoPro batteries, I can then charge the GoPro batteries when I'm on the go, and that bag fits just under my windscreen, which is pretty decent because it's not a waterproof bag. So hopefully if it rains it won't get wet. It won't rain, it will not rain, it better not rain. I've not got one bit of waterproof gear with me. I've not even brought my leather, I've just bought this, me padded bobhead shirt. So yeah, that's the bike all kitted out. So I really need to get some miles done now because I've been faffing around something like rotten. I will tell you, but right, let's get on the bike. And it's Friday afternoon, so there's loads of traffic, which I am going straight past all of it. Whee! So I've got the bike, I've got the camera just below the windscreen at the moment, not like dead far below, it could go further below, so I shouldn't be getting a ruck of wind noise now. Oh, temporary lights, that's why I'm crawling along in traffic. So, where am I going? I'll show you where I'm going. This is where I'm going. I'm basically doing a massive loop all around Wales. So, as you can see from the map, basically going up to the north coast, along and following all the little nooks and crannies all the way around Wales, down the coast, west coast, all the way in the corner, then along the Pembrokeshire coast, and then I'm coming back up through the middle of Wales, because the roads are just ace. I've done that kind of area before, so the Elan Valley and all around there, some really nice riding roads. So I'm coming back up home direction through the centre of Wales. So it's Friday afternoon now. I'm gone till Sunday, whatever time I get back, and it's some serious hours as well. I've probably got about 4.5 hours on the bike today, and then probably 2 days of about 7-ish hours. So yeah, should be fairly fairly accustomed to the bike by then. So, but yeah, I am so late, so better crack on. There are some really dark clouds up there. It cannot rain. It really better not rain. No, it's not going to rain. Positive thinking, it's not going to rain. Not a lot to report really. I've just had to pull off with some services to change my sat-nav. I just put Conway in my sat-nav just to get me onto the north coast. Well, I was almost at Conway, so I thought I don't want to go into Conway because, well, there's not a lot there. I've seen it before. So I thought my sat-nav's going to take me into Conway, so I need to pull over. So I've put Carnarvon into my sat-nav now. So I'll stop there. That's another... I think this... can't really see the screen on my phone. I think it says 50 minutes. So just been loads of boring dual carriageway so far, and miles and miles and miles of lane splitting. The A55 was so busy in parts, just weaving in and out of cars. So get back on it now, get some more miles done, and yeah, see you in a minute. Carnarvon now. One thing that is very obvious on this bike as opposed to the Road King, it's so much easier to do a lot of miles at motorway speeds. It's pretty comfortable on this. I mean, it would be, but the screen makes a massive difference, so you don't feel half as battered with the wind. So yeah, I think I'm only a few minutes from Carnarvon now, so I think I'm going to stop for a few minutes there, just stretch my legs a little bit. I ought to do a tally how many Welsh place names I can pronounce incorrectly on this trip. I'm guessing a lot, because they're all stupid names. Nothing sensible like Stoke. Hey, we are in Carnarvon. First stop. Oh yes, I was just going to say, first stop, find a supermarket because I'm dying for a wee, and there was a supermarket right there. Perfect. And I need some baby wipes. Not for any disgusting reason, but I forget to bring baby wipes every time I go out on a decent run. I don't know if you can see the state of these goggles. Got more dead animals on them than Pet Cemetery. I can barely see through them. So yeah, I bought the baby wipes with me, so I really need something to clean all the dead insects off my visor. Oh my god, I can see. That's a bit better. Right, that's that done. Go down into Carnarvon, I think. I have been to Carnarvon before, I can't remember it at all. This just doesn't look familiar. Oh, that's a castle-y thing. Get the drone up here. Right, I really better start getting some miles done, because I was so late starting. I was fanning around. Basically what happened, kind of be because of what happened earlier this year, if you've not been watching the channel, I had a couple of heart attacks, and that left me with some mental health issues, let's just say. And that manifests itself in different ways. I get a bit low, anxiety, and as soon as, I think it was because I hadn't been on the bike, I hadn't been out for a trip, I got dead anxious about coming out. So I got in my head, hold on to think where I'm going here. I got in my head that I wanted to go to a nice little car park by a little pond, which I thought was the way I was going to kind of come to North Wales. So I got to the car park to do a little bit of filming, then realised I'd did totally the wrong route. So then tried to put in my sat nav wasn't working, so I was getting all uppity and stressed. So then started to try and ride a little bit to see if I'd got a signal. No, I hadn't got a signal. I need to take my gloves off, faff around with my phone a bit. Eventually got a signal. I had not tightened my phone mount up properly, so then that basically fell on my tank. It was just like, it was very little daft things that were causing me to be delayed, but making me like really a lot more upset than I should have been ordinarily. So then I was like, oh god, I'm going to be late. Late for what? You know, I've got all day to get to where I need to get to tonight, but that led me to be more anxious and like, oh, I've got to do loads of miles. Impossible. So, yeah, long and short of it is, got all a bit stressy. Everything took me a lot longer than it should have. And I left a lot later. Well, I actually started doing some miles a lot later than I should have. Never mind, eh? So yeah, now I am leaving Carnarvon and I'm going to the pointy bit of North Wales, so heading kind of south-west right to that corner. So yeah, let's get going. W's. No need. Very pretty though. And we're on some twisties at last. Oh my god, they really have got to be in the bonnet about speed, haven't they, the Welsh at the moment. Just coming into a 20 zone then. What are you doing, you knob? You've stopped. Just coming into a 20 zone. And there must have been 7 speed humps, all one after another. doing like 3 mile an hour through a sparsely populated Welsh village. I'll tell you why I've come. So, for those of you who've bought a newish bike lately, it would appear that most new bikes now, the first service is 600 miles, which, well, there you go. I mean, it's only, hold on, which way am I going here? That's right. Yeah, it's not a massive distance. So, I didn't want to go on a huge big trip and do massive miles. Oh, hold that story, because the sat nav's telling me I'm where I put in my sat nav. Yeah, I've done it again, haven't I? I put somewhere in my sat nav that I don't really want to go to. I was just trying to follow the coast, but I'm now here. Well, in about 100 yards, I have made it. Yeah, I'm here. Woo! Yep. I'm going to stop and have a look at my sat nav. There's loads of... Oh, there's a beach. Let's go down to the beach. I might as well look at my sat nav while I've got the beach to look at as well, hadn't I? I'll carry on that story about the 600 miles in a minute. Oh, this is pretty.